to break it down a little bit more because I feel like the math piece is really where those skills, this is really what determines, right, if they're going to be eligible for diploma or certificate of completion. When we're talking about diploma, they would need to take, right, an algebra and a geometry class. So the algebra skills, they would really have to be fluent in knowing their addition and subtraction of positive and negative integers. Again, with multiplication, and then the addition and subtraction of exponents. You know, the geometry is the knowledge of angles, being able to apply these different proofs. We're very fortunate that at the high school, our geometry programs, we have the resource geometry and we have informal geometry, and both options are not as extensive in understanding the proofs of geometry, but more just the basics of geometry. Whereas those gen ed classes, you really have to know the proofs and then apply them. So those are just some of the options. And then I think another piece to know is the independent skills. It's definitely something that we want to work on and support students, but having the ability to attend to whole class instruction, especially for these math classes, there is no small groups or centers. And then being able to write down assignments, because as teachers, we are depending on your student to come in with their minder binder with the assignments written down and the notes so that we can support them. And then the task initiation and organization. Some of the skills that are more of the certificate track have to do with fluency, time and money, and then pre-algebra skills. So some of our students will start working on pre-algebra skills in the SDC math class. I have some students who will do this with me for 2 years and by their junior year be ready to take an informal algebra or the resource algebra class because they've spent 2 years working on those skills. So it really depends on the retention of that information. So we have those and the pre-algebra. What's the difference between the two? So with a certificate of completion and a diploma, with both of them you can attend a junior college. If you go to the transition program at Valley, which they currently have students who are attending night classes at community college. So either of those options allow you to take courses at, Las Positas or whatever community college you're looking at. If you do the diploma track, or the team feels that the diploma track is appropriate, the thought is then that you would go on to maybe a community college or a trade school. The transition program at Valley is not an option. The transition program at Valley is only for students who are diploma track, and it's 18 to 22 years old. The only other biggest